Let's do that. Okay, am I recording yet? Okay, it says recording. All right, so what I will be doing with this class, I'm going to screen share, is here we go, Microsoft. That is what we want. We want the course syllabus, and I want it to be big. Let me try to do that. Make it big and begin it. View full screen. There we go. So yes, so what I will be doing in future classes, this is a 3 hour long class, and in normal drawing two classes, I would be there with you for a full 3 hours. So what we will probably be doing is I'll be giving you things to do during class time. We'll walk away from, or you can walk away from the screen and do your work, say for an hour or so, and then we'll come back and talk about everything. One of the things I'm going to do, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it by Thursday, is set up a Padlet site for everybody so that you can upload artwork there, and it's going to be really easy using Padlet to do critiques and things like that. So I'll have a link for that and all of that before Thursday for you all. So in the meantime, I'm going to start talking about the syllabus. And then I'll talk a little bit about, well, you'll see in the syllabus, there's a bit about assignments and how that's going to work. So here's our syllabus. I'm your professor, Helena Dominic, and our term is fall 2024. And this is drawing two. And we meet Tuesday, Thursday from 8 to 10:45 in the Zoom room where you are right now. And my office hours are going to be Monday, Wednesday, 10 to 12. So you'll be able to, if you need me, access the Zoom room. I'll just be hanging out there. Um, and you can ask me questions. And then Thursdays from 1 to 2. My office, well, it's my home studio where I am right now, but it'll be my Zoom room for your purposes. And my office phone, I'm giving you all my cell phone. So I will ask you, please don't abuse it. Don't text me at like 3 a.m. with a question, please. Um, because yeah, I probably won't get back to you if you're texting me at 3 a.m. Um, but yeah, so or trying to call me at 3 a.m. I will have the phone on silent, but you can text me. You can do a variety of things and I will respond. There's my email, and then our course dates are August 26th through December 13th. And there's my Zoom room information just in case you happen to miss it or need it. So, I will show you all the drop boxes, or all the ones that are currently up very shortly. But in the meantime, since I think I've only had one of you as a student prior to this semester, so I don't know you all. I don't know, where you took drawing one, if you took it at Kutztown or if you took it elsewhere. So this helps me know you a little bit more. So let me know things like your name, as it was when you enrolled for the course, your preferred name, your preferred pronouns, your previous experience with art. So, beginner, whatever you consider yourself to be. Really, that's for my drawing one class. What I'm trying to find out is like, has it been 5 years since you took drawing one, or did you just take it recently, or, where are you at, essentially? What you would like to learn in the class, and anything else you need to think I need to know. This will be in a Dropbox, so it's going to be private. If you need accommodations, I should have a letter from the DSO office, but if not, let me know, or just remind me of what your accommodations are. I too am on accommodations this semester because I had a severe spinal injury over the summer. If you are a latecomer to the class, you may not know that. But yeah, I had a severe spinal injury, so that's why this course is remote and not in person. So without further ado, let's look at the rest of our lovely syllabus. So there's the course description. I took it right off the website. So hopefully you can read it yourself. If you took drawing one, you have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Course rationale, very much similar to drawing one, where we're doing a deeper investigation to what we did in drawing one, essentially, and doing an examination of the effects of the illusion of three dimensions on um, a two-dimensional space. There's lots of big words. I will let you read it on your own. Course objectives just covers what we'll be doing in the class, what you can expect to learn. Course outline, my requirements and methods of assessment. We'll talk about that. You will be doing work in and out of class. You want to be prepared to have drawing homework each week. We will be doing critiques, like I said. You will need a Padlet account for that. Again, I'll send you all the link. Um, the class is broken into five sections. Five sections, more like three sections. Or how is that five? I don't know. Anyway, basics portfolio, which I'll talk about. You're going to have three or four major drawings and a final project. And you, of course, are expected to maintain and have all necessary drawing materials. And you should come to class on time at like you would for any other class and be ready to work. So, for the first 5 weeks of the semester, starting on Thursday, we'll review drawing concepts and apply them through the act of drawing. And these skills and concepts will be reviewed sequentially and then compound over the course of the 5 weeks. And each one will have a different focus. So at the completion of the 5 weeks, you will submit and will have a basics portfolio. Actually, you're not going to give me a portfolio because we're not in person. So don't worry, everything's going to go in a Dropbox. It will be fine. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is a contour line drawing. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail. The second one will be a reductive charcoal drawing. And if you're not sure what that means, I will do a demonstration. And then you get to pick your own subject matter for this. A still life drawing, using the full spectrum of lights and shadow with a light source. So try to have, if you have like a desk lamp or something like that, you're going to be lighting your items that you choose. It says here you're going to set up shadow boxes in the classroom. Obviously, we won't be doing that. You'll be setting things up on your desk. And then you'll be doing a figure drawing. And then once we complete that, you'll begin to work in a project-based format. And you're required, well, bring inspiration. Hopefully, it will be all around you wherever you are to every class. So you're prepared to work the entire length of class. Again, we'll kind of be taking breaks and so forth because it's a 3-hour class and it's going to be hard to be looking at my face for an entire 3 hours. So I'll probably make you go away and then come back once you've done some drawing, and then we'll do a critique. So anyway, the projects are as follows. Oh wow, I changed things up since I did this. We'll look at the timeline on D2L and talk about it. So homework is going to be a combination of drawing and conceiving of ideas. Completing a successful drawing takes crafting a plan and then dedicating the time and effort to execute the drawing. So it is going to be necessary to complete work outside of the classroom to both improve your abilities and to pass the class. And drawing and planning without direct instructor supervision forces you to make critical evaluations of your drawing sources because you have to apply concepts, recognize errors, and make corrections on your own. So all homework drawings will be turned in and graded when due. There's going to be a Dropbox for each thing. I don't know if I put this in the syllabus or not. So just so you know, the Dropbox is for assignments. Please do not text me or email me your assignments unless it's something you want feedback on. We'll save the Dropbox for the final version of whatever your assignment is. Email and text can be for if you need feedback. All right. You will need to have two sketchbooks actually, which I'm going to talk about. You'll have a small sketchbook, which is going to be I prefer like 8 by 11 to about 11 by 14. You can choose the size between those two, and an 18 by 24 sketchbook, which hopefully you still have from drawing one. And you want to bring it to every class and use it to explore creative ideas, practice techniques, um, all that good stuff. Just looking to see if there's anybody in the weight room. I don't think there is, but I'm going to look just to be okay. Nobody's in the waiting room. Cool. All right. Sorry about this. Like many of you, I too have ADHD. So I'm very sympathetic to people with ADHD, and hopefully you'll be sympathetic to me. So, anywho, you want to bring your sketchbooks with you to every class, and the small one is for problem solving, practicing techniques, working out ideas, taking notes, etc. And I strongly recommend that you work in your sketchbook on a daily basis. You want to include anything and everything that relates to processes, techniques, readings, and ideas that arise from practicing and thinking about art making. You want to use it for your personal exploration of concepts, blah, blah, and media, to experiment, try new things, make mistakes. This sketchbook is not like an Instagram sketchbook. It does not have to be complete, like your drawings don't have to be complete and beautiful and polished. That's not the purpose for this sketchbook. This sketchbook is for working stuff out, essentially. So you're documenting visual as well as verbal development, but it's most importantly a place that allows your ideas to grow. The next thing that we will be doing beyond those assignments is everybody will be doing using PowerPoint, and we'll do a lot of screen sharing in this class, two artist presentations. And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we go to D2L. I have a list of artists that you can choose from, or you can choose somebody who is not on the list. And you want to, yeah, so it says you're required to research and present two contemporary artists who are currently contributing work to the dialogue surrounding drawing. Beginning after the first 5 weeks of class, every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 to 3 students will present their artists at the beginning of class. You want to create a PowerPoint that includes at least 5 to 7 examples of your chosen artist's work. There's also going to be a rubric for that, so you know what I'm looking for. You will be timed on your presentation and must keep it to 5 to 7 minutes. You must submit your PowerPoint to D2L. Again, I'll show you where that's all at before the start of class on your presentation day. And then these presentations and participation in the class discussions about the artists are included in your participation grade for the course. So, class participation includes being prepared for each class, showing up on time, using time effectively during class, completing assignments on time, as well as participating during class discussions. And at the onset of each class, drawing concepts and accomplishments are discussed and progress is reviewed. So, be on time. If you text message during class, I'm not going to know, but try not to, you know. If the standards of classroom behavior are not met, blah, blah, we're not in a regular classroom. If you're goofing off, chances are I won't know. So we are on the honor system here. Methods of instruction. This is a studio course, which means that every class period will be dedicated to, need some coffee, the physical and intellectual challenge of creating drawings. Drawing is learned through practice and patience, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully you know all of this. Let's see, what's the really important stuff? Openness to input and responsiveness in one-on-one critiques and discussions is needed to improve. Constructive criticism is given to spur improvement, so please don't take it as a personal insult. Hopefully you all had drawing one, so you already know this. Criticism itself, if you're giving criticism, it needs to be two things, constructive and actionable. If you see an issue with a drawing, please be able to communicate What can be done to alleviate the problem? If a drawing appears weak, be able to explain why in an objective, non-personal manner. For critiques, I don't require that the work be complete because critiques are a way to receive feedback and can be useful in improving your work. If after receiving feedback for your work, you want to work further on your drawing and the deadline is there, let me know, especially if you need that extension. And then grading is, excuse me, here we go. The standards and the scale. So, grades are assessed holistically on your ability to internalize and understand the concepts presented by translating them visually into drawings. So, that means progress, work, and the resulting grade are relational to your effort, understanding, and overall demonstration of knowledge. Did you follow the directions? Do you understand what I'm asking for? Consideration is also given to your improvement, your development through your dedication and personal growth. So, as a general rule, you'll be evaluated on your application of drawing concepts, your ability to interpret form, proportion, light, and space convincingly, the quality of material application, and your creativity. So this is essentially what we will be doing, which this supersedes what is earlier in the syllabus. So weeks 1 through 5, we'll be working on that basics portfolio. 10% of your grade is your artist presentation. 10% of your grade goes for projects 1 through 3. 20% goes to the final project, which is a large scale drawing. 10% to your sketchbook, 10% to participation. All works must be free of extraneous finger marks and smudges, and failure to remove can harm your grade. Let's see, participation grade. Basically, show up, participate in what we're doing, and you should be fine. I've said some of this already. I'm happy to talk about your grade, whether on an individual assignment or in the course. However, they can't take place in person. Um, so yeah, what we will do is I have to change this out for this class. But basically, don't talk to me about your grade during class time. Come to me during my office hours. We can talk one-on-one. We're not going to do it in front of the entire group. Hopefully, that seems very common sense, but in my experience, common sense is anything but common. Okay, class attendance policy. This hopefully is relevant to this class too. If you're absent for any reason, for more than 20% of our scheduled class meetings, you may not receive credit for the course. We do recognize certain activities and events as legitimate reasons for your absence. So things like you were ill, a parent was ill, death in the family, let's see what else. You had jury duty, your car broke down on the way to, well, hopefully you won't be driving while we're doing this class. But in any case, if I need documentation from you, I will let you know. But try to let me know as soon as you can if you're going to be absent. This is an 8 a.m. class, so you may wake up and not be able to get out of bed. So just email me or text me as soon as you can. If you're late more than 4 times, you will lose 5 points off your participation grade. Hopefully, it will be easy to be on time. Let's see. Okay, there's all the legitimate reasons for being absent, a little bit more about absences. And if you miss more than 5 sessions, you will probably fail the course. I will ask you to withdraw, but we can talk about it. I'm not an ogre, you know. One of the things when you withdraw from a course you want to be careful of is that you're still going to make some kind of academic progress. So you also want to talk to your advisor about that. Um, Deadlines. Yeah. Again, always, if you need an extension, you can ask me. Um, it's tough to stay on top of the work if you miss multiple classes. So if you're struggling with a drawing, go ahead and submit it on or before the deadline. get feedback, and then rework or redo the subject before resubmitting it. And I can always regrade. I often do for people. We don't have to worry about communicative diseases because we're not in person. Um, do check your email frequently because I do, as you may have noticed already, I do email quite a bit, especially if there's changes in the class and so forth. Class material, slideshows, and recordings are my intellectual property, so please don't upload them to the internet or share or transmit them, etc. Um, Academic honesty, please check that out. Title IX information is here, and so forth. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and see, does anybody have any questions at this point? You can also put things in the chat. I will be checking on the chat. If you don't want to like speak up, that's cool. Also, if you're talking right now, I can't hear you, so unmute yourself if you need to speak. All right. Then here I go. I'm going to go back to share another thing on my screen, which is my materials list. Yes, here we go. So a lot of you might have seen this already. My screen sharing is paused. What is that about? Okay. Uh, Screen share. Here we go. Drawing materials. Okay, again, I may not know exactly where you're at. So you may have all of these already. I don't know, but this gives you an idea at least of what we'll be doing. If you, it's been a while since you took drawing one, or you're not familiar with any of these supplies, just let me know. So you're going to want that 18 by 24 all-purpose white or cream drawing pad. It says at least 65 pounds weight. What does that mean? So on every sketchbook that you have, there's going to be an area. Let me see if I see myself talking. La la la. Yeah, so try to get this because it's crapola. It's all right. You're going to see my messy room. Uh Here we go. Let me change my background. All right, so there you go. So on every sketch pad, you're going to have information at the bottom. This happens to be a watercolor sketchbook, so the paper is a lot thicker. And on every sketchbook, there's going to be a thing where it tells you the pounds of the paper. So what does that mean? That refers to how much the paper would weigh if you had 500 sheets of it. So this would weigh 140 pounds if we had 5 sheets of it. And it's basically, that's how you know what you're getting. All right, so back to that. So you want to have at least 65-pound weight paper. And then you're also going to want to have an 8 by 11 to 11 by 14 smaller sketchbook for your ideas and for your thumbnails and all of that other stuff. And eventually you're going to want several sheets of larger paper, 22 by 30 or 4 or so, and you may choose tinted paper if preferred. You won't need these until later in the semester, so you can purchase them later. And then later, even later in the semester for the final project, you may wish to buy even larger paper. It comes in a roll, actually. For larger projects, you can purchase a roll with a fellow student to cut it up and share it. You will want 6 to 12 graphite pencils ranging in hardness from 2H to 5B or 6B. I'm not fussy. You will want a white plastic eraser, a kneaded eraser, a box of vine or willow charcoal, medium or thin sticks. You may want one fat stick of vine or willow charcoal, recommend willow, compressed charcoal sticks, a black HB compressed charcoal pencil, a white HB Conti stick or white charcoal stick, a stick, not a pencil. You might want liquid graphite. It's not a requirement, but it's fun, and I'm going to talk about it later in the semester. course, a small pencil sharpener. If you're working with ink, you may want a bamboo ink brush or a soft pointed watercolor brush. Chamois cloth, you can find these in the bookstore or an automotive store. It's what we use to clean cars. You can also use a cotton rag or an old clean sock if you prefer not to use leather. Waterproof black ink. Microns are fabulous. I can't see myself. What am I doing? Where am I? There I am. All right, microns are awesome if you have a set. They're great. Otherwise, get two or more of them. You want to make sure they're waterproof. You may want a pair of scissors or utility knife and blades, tape, masking or art tape, a straight edge or ruler. Since you're not going to be turning stuff into me personally, it's all going to be through D2L. This is not as critical, but if you work with charcoal a lot, you may want to get a workable spray fixative or clear hairspray. You want to get like the old vintage 70s style hairspray. Look for acrylic in the ingredient list. All aerosol spray, if you are in your dorm room, don't do it in your dorm room. That stuff is toxic. Spray it either in the spray booth, which is in room 103 in the art building, or do it outside and let it dry before you put anything else on top of it, because if it's still wet, it will stick. That was a problem I've had with previous classes. You may want a portfolio. You probably already have one. You may want one of these handy dandy white ink gel pens. I also enjoy using a white Posca marker in a jam. It has saved my butt several times. You may want an art box for your supplies, drawing board with clips. Direct lamp light source is important, like a clamp light, a flashlight, or a desk light. And if you are unable to purchase anything, let me know ASAP. And we will be talking about each of these as we go advance in the course. You might want a tin of colored pencils. I recommend at least 24 to get a nice range of color. Pastels, you may want, depends on what you like. The soft pastels are the ones that are more like chalk. Oil paint is like literally painting or drawing with like a stick of oil paint, essentially. You may want a set of watercolors, containers for water, for watercolors and ink. You may want a palette. So there is that. I'm going to stop my share for a moment and see if anybody has any questions at this juncture. Again, if you have questions, you can throw them in the chat. I hope everybody is listening. I don't see any faces. Later in the course, I will need to see your faces. So, but today it's a Monday. I'm understanding. It's cool. All right. So now let me make sure I've got D2L up where I want it. Yes, I do. So now let's go back to share screen and let's go to my homepage on D2L. All right, so this is what my D2L page looks like, and hopefully you are familiar with D2L. If you are a transfer student, well, I'm going to walk you through what it looks like. So when you get to D2L, you want to click on the appropriate course, and there we are. And so right now I don't have any announcements in here, but a lot of what you're going to be looking for is going to be under content. And here you can see in the table of contents, we've got course documents, we've got slideshows, we've got assignments, which I need to upload. And then, but it's easier actually. I'm breaking it down into each week of the class, and there will be more stuff here as we go farther into the class. But let's click on week one. So for week one, I've got what we're doing, which is what I'm talking about right now. What I will want you to do today, also introduce yourself in the discussion forum. On Thursday, I'll talk more about the individual artist presentations. I'm going to talk about a technique I like called meditative drawing. Again, that will be on Thursday. And we'll do a contour line drawing refresher on Thursday as well. So here is a link to About You, which is in the Dropbox, a link to the assignment, which is also in the Dropbox, and then the PowerPoint presentation I'm going to do on Thursday. Your artist presentation guidelines. Again, I'll talk about that more on Thursday. I know this is a lot of information early in the day. This is a list of links. Yeah, if you click on it, it comes right up. You can download it if you want. There's a thing to download it. But basically, it's an alphabetical list of artists that are up for discussion for your artist presentations. If there's somebody you want to do a presentation on that was not on this list, let me know. I need to approve it just because we want to make sure it's somebody who is actively contributing to the discipline of drawing. So let's go back to week one. Um, yes, artists, links to artists who draw. I'll talk about this more on Thursday, my rules for art, which are not really hard and fast rules. It's more guidelines and encouragement for you all. So if we look under assessments, we'll go to assignments. And these are the drop boxes. So far, I don't have up everything for the whole semester. I've just got the About You and then the contour line drawing and the reductive charcoal, the first two drawing assignments. Um, and then if you go under communications and click on discussions, oh, I don't have it. All right, I'm going to create one right now. Introduce yourself. So you can introduce yourself with la la la. Uh, yeah, so things like your name, your major, um, where you're from, um, something surprising about yourself. All right, so there's a discussion. And throughout the semester, we'll be having more serious discussions, but for now, this is a good start. Go back to content, and there we go. So as I said, right now I've got weeks one and week two completed, but if you click on each week, there is something there. I just haven't put in all of the links to everything that you will need for each week that we're in class, but you can at least get a good idea of what it is we're going to be doing. And yeah, so let's go back to us. Oh, I see there is a question in the chat. Uh, la 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 la. Okay. We'll talk about that later then. Okay. Sean, I see your message and we will talk about it. Um, all right. Yeah, so I mentioned that we are going to have a Padlet site to upload work. So you will need to be able to either scan or take pictures of your art. If for some reason like if you don't have your own scanner, there are scanners in the art building that you can use. Use taking a picture on your phone as long as it's a good, clear picture is fine. Um, Hopefully everybody's got a camera on their phone. Um, Let me just respond to something. Oh, and someone's asking, is there a file for the About Us assignment? Yes, there is. Um, all right, so let me go back to D2L real quick, and I will show you where the About You assignment is. Where to go? Ah, sometimes. All right, let me get out of that. Shoot. Okay. All right, sorry about this. I am very professional. Okay, going back. All right, so if you're looking for the About You assignment, we go back to week one, you can either click directly on that link, and that gives you the instructions of what I am looking for, or you can go into assessments and click on assignments, and it's there again. And again, you can click on it. And oh, that's actually what we're looking at, my view of it. So let's go back to content. So you see your view of it, um, About You. And that's the Dropbox. So you can either, with this, to submit something, you can either, I think if you are like going into submit, there's like a little box, a dialog box, and you can type directly into that, or you can create a .doc or .pdf um, document and upload it into the thing, and I'll be able to see it either way. So hopefully that answers your question. Yes, let me go back and see. Does that answer your question? Um, Hopefully it does. Okay. Yes, thank you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So, what I'm going to do right now, this may seem very old school. I printed out my thing, but I also want to know, um, I want to get to know your names. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing them correctly. So, or if you have another name that you prefer, and when I call your name that's on the sheet, just unmute yourself and let me know. So what I'm actually, if everybody could unmute themselves right now, and when I call your name, just state, here, present, whatever, as you wish. So, Luke Brady, are you here?
I'm here.
Yay. Okay. Alex Cobana, I see your name. Hello, Alex. Hello. Hello. All right. If when I call roll, you don't answer me, you do not get marked present. Just a little thing, making sure everybody's paying attention. All right. Oh, oh, your mic's not working. Oh no. Okay. You need to unmute. Do you know how to do that? On the bottom of your screen where it says audio. If there's a line through it, just click on it. Okay. Oh, you were all right. Well, you're here, so that's cool. Maddie Desh, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Sean Dowdy.
Here.
Okay, did I say your last name right?
Yes.
Cool. Dejana Gasparovich.
Here.
Did I say it right?
Not really, but it's all right.
Well, you can correct me.
It's Diana.
Deanna. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. Ella Glenville.
I'm
Ella.
here.
Okay, great. Okay. Nick Grenace or Grenese.
Here.
Okay, did I say your name right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool. Jasmine Heck.
I'm here.
Okay, cool. On Win. Okay, let me look through the list. Do I see them? I do not. Okay. All right, let's move on. Gwyneth James. Gwyneth, I
I'm
see.
here.
Okay, cool. Madison Johnson.
I'm here.
Okay. Kaden Lee.
I'm here.
Uh, Shaolin Lopez Branford. Shaolin, I see your name. Okay. Kitty Lundquist.
Here.
Okay. Emily Mazzeo.
Here.
Okay. Marita Obeid. Oh,
I'm
Shalyn,
here.
I did not hear you. Okay, I do hear you, Marita. Okay. Did not hear you, Shalyn. You might want to check your mic. Um, when you're signing into Zoom, you always have the option to check your mic, so you may want to do that before you sign in. If your mic's not working, just put here in the comments when I call your name or in the chat. Okay, Addie Ober.
Here.
Okay. August Page. Okay, I see Marita. August Page. Yay or nay? Don't see that person's name on the list here. Okay, Maggie Prock.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. And Shirley Smith. Shirley. Oh, I see you. Your mic doesn't work. Okay, cool. No problem. Um, all right. I hope I'm saying this right. Casey Vannon.
Yeah, it's Casey.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I guessed that. Phantom Varga, I know that you are here because we spoke. And Sarah Wickham.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that? Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I'm not going to keep you for the entire time today. We've gone over the syllabus. We've gone over um, the materials list. We've gone over a couple of the assignments. We've gone over D2L. So on today's Tuesday, on Thursday, we'll be looking at our first assignment. And what I'll probably do, there'll be a PowerPoint presentation. I'll go over what I'm looking for in the assignment, and then I will probably set you free for about an hour to go think about it and work on it. And then we'll come back and actually talk about our work. So between now and then, make sure you get your supplies for that first assignment. You can work, everything's going to be on the 18 by 24 pad. So, for that first assignment, you're going to need your graphite pencils, and or if you want to outline everything with a black marker, you can do that. That's totally up to you, or you can just, keep your lines very bold in pencil. But I will talk more about that and a little bit more about some things for the course. So if you're done, you may go. If you have any questions, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes, but I'll wait till everybody has cleared the classroom. So I'll see you Thursday.
Have a good day, Professor.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much. Okay, Jasmine and Sean, do you need me for anything?
I was just gonna let you
Uh,
know that you go first.
Okay. Jasmine?
no, not really, no.
Okay. All right. Then if you want to go ahead, I think Sean wants to talk to me
Okay,
privately.
I'm going.
That's okay. I'll see you Thursday. Okay. Hey, Sean.
Hello. Like so, I was just about to text you and let you know that I will be going to the student help center like right now to see if I can get uh a ticket or whatever it's called to be able to log in.
Okay,
My
great.
phone, when I woke up yesterday, it's been like this since 8 a.m. Went into a
Mm.
boot loop and then froze. So I've been unable to do anything.
Oh, that's annoying.
It is. I already tried IT. They think my battery is gonna explode, but I don't think so.
Oh God, I hope not.
I don't
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I do have a new phone, but it's at my house.
Okay.
But for the time being, I am trying to get a ticket to get in.
Okay.
I can't contact my family for money right now. Not
Oh,
easily
man.
anyway.
You're right. Oh,
So I
gee.
might be late with some of the materials.
Okay, that's
I
okay.
will be trying as much as I can to get it. I think I just have, most of the materials for the first
Okay.
set. I'll
Okay.
try to scan it in and or get one of my friends to take a picture and send it
Oh,
to
that's a
me
good idea.
because my computer works for now.
Oh,
Um, so I'll be trying to get everything in by the time required. I
okay.
just, if anything happens and I'm a little late, it's because I'm still just struggling to get things to work.
I understand.
Otherwise, I feel like I'll be able to get things done on
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if computers, the help desk, if they can help you with your phone too, just because they're techie people, maybe they'll be able to do something. I don't know. Um, when are you going home? When will you get your new phone?
this weekend,
Okay.
because I live like an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay. Well,
But
do
yeah,
your best. I don't think anything's due until next week, so
okay,
yeah, you should be okay.
yes.
All right.
I think I'll be fine. Thank you. I hope you have a good day, Professor.
Okay, you
Bye.
too. Take care.